Run a 911. What's the address of your emergency?
We heard gunshots.
I'm at Costco on McKinley. There was gunshots.
Two people were down. There were shots fired.
Are you injured?
No, I guess not. I thought I got shot in the back of my head. And I see a blast, and I feel my head just get knocked down enough for me to fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Krazy Korner. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel. Our today's contact revolves around the heart-wrenching story of Kenneth French, whose life took an unexpected twist when he had an unplanned encounter with an off-duty police officer. The entire community was left in disbelief and contemplating questions of justice and self-defense after what should have been a routine visit to Costco on a typical Friday night turned into a devastating incident. Background: Kenneth, a man aged 32, was renowned for his kind and affectionate personality. Even though he faced challenges with schizophrenia and was mostly quiet, Kenneth was a beloved part of his family. Described by his cousin as a gentle giant, emphasizing his peaceful and non-threatening presence. Kenneth had a close bond with his parents, Russell and Paola French, and they shared many joyful experiences, such as going to baseball games and celebrating anniversaries together. Crime background: the tragic incident occurred on the evening of June 14, 2019, when the French family's visit to a Costco in Corona, California, took a devastating turn. At approximately 7:45 p.m., the family approached a sample station offering sausages, where off-duty LAPD officer Salvador Sanchez was also present, holding his then 18-month-old son, Noah. A dispute arose between Kenneth French and Officer Sanchez. The details of the encounter are still disputed. After that, things quickly got out of hand. Officer Sanchez insisted that he spotted a firearm and thought he had been hit. On this belief, he pulled out his gun and rapidly fired 10 shots. Unfortunately, 4 of those shots hit Kenneth French, resulting in his tragic death. Pa French was hit in the back by one bullet, passing through her stomach and left her in a coma. Russell French was injured by a gunshot to his stomach, causing damage to his pancreas and a vein. Both of his parents had to undergo several surgeries to treat their injuries. 4 stray bullets ended up getting stuck in store displays, which only added to the already chaotic scene caused by the shooting.
Said he thought I saw a black handgun. As I came over here, and the deceased right there, we couldn't find the black handgun.
The sound of gunfire and the sight of injured people caused a wave of fear among the shoppers, resulting in a rush to leave the store and multiple emergency calls reporting an active shooter.
Run a 911. What's the address of your emergency?
We heard gunshots.
I'm at Costco on McKinley. There was gunshots.
Two people were down. There were shots fired.
The first officer to arrive at the scene came within a minute of the shots being fired, discovering that Officer Sanchez was unharmed while 3 individuals were wounded. Initially, it was thought that a heated argument had escalated into a shootout, but the absence of a firearm near the French family raised doubts about Sanchez's claim of witnessing a gun. The community was stunned by the events of that night, sparking concerns about the use of deadly force.
The call of shots fired here in the Costco located at 479 McKinley. Officers arrived anticipating an active shooter situation. They went inside and counted 4 subjects down. There's 1 deceased male who has yet to be identified. There was 2 other adults with apparent gunshot wounds that have been transported to local area hospitals, and there was a shooter detained inside, and he has been transported to a local hospital.
The duties of off-duty officers and the struggles of those with mental health issues in public areas. As the inquiry progressed, the French family pushed for answers while Officer Sanchez underwent legal examination for his decisions. Investigation. After the tragic shooting incident at a Corona Costco on June 14, 2019, investigators faced major hurdles in their search for answers. The biggest obstacle they encountered was the lack of solid evidence proving the presence of a firearm. Officer Salvador Sanchez, who claimed to have seen a gun and thought he had been shot, was unable to find any weapon near the French family.
Are you injured?
No, I guess not. I thought I got shot in the back of my head. and I see a blast and I feel my head just get knocked down enough for me to fall.
This discrepancy raised questions about the initial belief that a gunfight had occurred. The investigation became more complex as they had to reconstruct the sequence of events before the shooting. Different eyewitnesses had conflicting stories, with some saying Kenneth French pushed or shoved the officer, causing him to fall, while others claimed it was a punch.
Everybody started running out the store. I was grabbing my wife and the daughter and putting them in front of me and trying to get them out the store.
The CCTV camera footage from the store failed to capture the interaction between Kenneth French and Officer Sanchez. In addition to the chaos, the shooting caused a wave of panic among the store's shoppers, who frantically made their way toward the exits. A few individuals struggled to open the doors amidst the chaos.
He had a heart attack. His fall was pretty hard. I can hear it.
Okay.
Like from his scalp that he fell on the ground, the hard floor.
Yeah, the concrete. You think he hit his head on the floor?
Yeah.
The guy just jumped on the floor, got his gun out, and started.
The disorder probably contributed to the disarray, making it harder for the authorities to collect reliable eyewitness accounts. Authorities in Corona and Riverside County are still looking into the matter. The police commissioner of Los Angeles mentioned that the officer responsible for the shooting has been placed on leave until the investigation is complete. Trial and conviction. The Costco shooting has led to significant milestones in the legal process. In September 2019, the Riverside County Grand Jury came together to judge the evidence regarding Officer Salvador Sanchez's actions.
After considering all the evidence, the grand jury decided that no criminal charges should be filed in this case.
Even though the case was quite complicated, Sanchez was not indicted by the grand jury in the end. This choice didn't sit well with the public and sparked worries about the responsibility of police officers in cases where deadly force is used. In December 2019, the French family, led by attorney Dale Gallipo, took legal action against the city of Los Angeles in response to the grand jury's decision. A civil lawsuit was filed by them to seek justice for the wrongful death of Kenneth French and the injuries sustained by Russell and Paola French. The lawsuit brought attention to the alleged negligence and excessive use of force by Sanchez, holding both him and the city responsible. In November of 2021, the French family achieved a major legal win through a civil lawsuit. A jury in Los Angeles granted the family more than $17 million in damages, confirming the unjustified and excessive force employed by Sanchez. This decision not only offered monetary relief to the family, but also emphasized the importance of law enforcement officers using force responsibly. The California Attorney General took a significant step in August 2021 by pressing criminal charges against Salvador Sanchez.
Sanchez was holding his young child at the time of this assault.
He was accused of voluntary manslaughter and assault with a deadly weapon. These charges signaled a crucial development in the effort to hold individuals accountable for their actions and established the groundwork for a trial that would delve into Sanchez's behavior and decision-making on the night of the shooting. The mistrial. The trial thoroughly examined the key issues surrounding the incident, including Sanchez's perception of a threat and how his head injury may have influenced his decision to use lethal force. The legal process dragged on into January 2024, with the chances of a definitive conclusion fading away. On January 18, 2024, after more discussions, the jury couldn't reach a unanimous decision, causing the judge to formally announce a mistrial. This result created an opportunity for a possible retrial, extending the legal dispute and the quest for resolution for everyone involved. The mistrial and the lingering uncertainties about the case are still sparking conversations about police behavior, the use of lethal force, and how justice can be achieved in complicated legal and moral situations.
From behind. Days trying to figure out what's going on, thinking he was shot, but knowing he's still in danger from the same person who's standing right there, fists clenched, arms bent, angry, aggressive. He's looking to preserve human life by basically defending himself and his son. especially a little boy. That's reasonable. He's not guilty. That's the law.
While everyone waits for a decision on whether Sanchez will be retried, the incident at the Corona Costco on June 14, 2019, continues to be a major topic of discussion regarding law enforcement responsibility and the quest for justice after a tragic event. In closing, please provide your valuable insights regarding this case, whether justice has been achieved or if there are lingering unresolved issues that require attention. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section, and remember to subscribe for further updates on more bone-chilling true crime documentaries.